you about the Egypt. Thanks. And
Hi everyone, my name is Zara and I'd like to present you about Egypt. It is Inemo, UAE, Misana and Canada. Egypt is one of the most famous tourist attractions with many architectural buildings and statues. Now I would like to talk about geography of Egypt. Egypt has an area of 386,662 square miles, which makes it the 30th largest country in the world. Egypt is situated in North Africa on the Mediterranean Sea, which is bordered by Israel, Liberia, Sweden, and Kenya. Since Egypt is one of the desert countries, the weather is very hot, dry, and mild summer. In January, it is 4.5. The highest point in Egypt is Mount Katarina, which has 8,622 feet. Now, Inemo would like to tell you about population and lifestyle of Egypt. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Inemo. I would like to tell you about the population of the Egypt and their lifestyle. According to the result presented in 2012, the population of the Egypt was around 91 million. The Cairo, the country of the Egypt, was registered with the largest population around 9 million. As you can see, the population is mostly concentrated in the Nile Valley and Delta, and also the Cairo is located in the Nile Valley. Now I would like to switch my topic to the lifestyle. Firstly, I would like to tell you about the ancient Egyptian family. In a family, the father is the most responsible person. He had to provide his family, but the mother stayed at home and raised the children. Children from the wealthy went to the school between the ages of 4 and 14. The ancient Egyptian of men and women, both men and women, wore earrings and bracelets on their upper and lower arms. And they also wear rings and necklaces. The cosmetics, for the ancient Egyptians, the cosmetics are most important in their life because they believe that it has magical powers and healing power, and it also shows their standard whether they are rich or poor. Most of the ancient Egyptians wore simple clothing which is made from linen, and the wealthy man wore skirts and the woman wore tight-fitting dress. But poor sometimes wore linen clothes, but mostly they didn't wear nice clothing. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Nai to continue our presentation by telling the attraction of the Egypt.
Hello everyone, my name is Vincent. I would like to tell you about the attractions of the Egypt. Before I told you about the attraction of the Egypt, I would like to tell you about what Egypt is really famous for. Egypt is really famous for its construction. As we know, Egypt is the first builder for all around the world. In all around the world, Egypt are the first builder, and they taught themselves how to design, how to erect buildings, and how to make homeland on their own. So, Egypt is one of the Islamic country. There are so many mosques in Egypt, but there is only one mosque which is really attractive and which is most oldest mosque is the Abiyan Juman Mosque. It is in Cairo. It's famous for its construction type and its mandar, which means tower in English. Unlike from other mosques, is that Other mosques all around the world is the one building with 2, 3 floors like that. But for Ivy Children Mosque, there is only one building in the center, and it's covered by 4 courtyards. That is one of the famous things of the Ivy Children Mosque, and it is built in 876 and 879 AD. Now, secondly, I would like to tell you about is the pyramid of the Egypt. As we know already about Egypt is really famous for its pyramid. There is one pyramid which is really attractive and largest in the world, and it even take 3 more generations to be built completely. The king Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. Its elevation is about 139 meters, and it's the largest in the world. There, the king Khufu and his slave have been buried. Next to this pyramid is the Khafre pyramid, and most of the tourists misunderstand that the Khafre pyramid is that Khafre pyramid have a bit higher elevation than Giza Necropolis pyramid, but actually it is not. Now, for the last, I would like to tell you about the cruising in Nile. I'm Italy in Myanmar. The Nile is the lifeline of the Egypt. Among them, the famous route for the tourists and the best way to travel is the Lexa Aswan route. Lexa Aswan route, and most of the Egyptian cruise line set their cruise route as the Lexa Aswan route, as the route is really scientific and really attractive, and you can feel the sense of Egypt, beautiful Egypt, around that route. And maybe some of you guys want to take adventures while you are traveling in Egypt. For that, guys, the Felaka, which is one of the boat, which is boat in that old Egyptian used it. It's really famous. It's things that like that. It cannot be beaten by ice, but it can pass through over by ice, like that. That's construction that is famous for it. So you can take a travel around the Nile with that Felaka, and it will be really adventure, and it's not for luxury and it's for adventure. Now I would like to introduce you to New AM.
Hello guys, my name is New and I'm from the Almighty Fire Group, and I'm here today and I will present you guys about tradition in Egypt. Okay. Egypt holds the same tradition as other Arab culture, and every village in Egypt has at least one mosque. And like Jerusalem, they are famous for their architecture, and all the mosques are like that. And I will switch my point to the greetings. You see that handshake and embraces are common greetings in Egypt, and Japanese also common greeting in Egypt too. And you guys know, Egyptians are the one who created the sport of bowling, and they're also the one who improved the method of root beer at such time. Root beer is something like also fermentation too. Okay, now I'll switch my point to. Now I'll switch my point to religion. The people of Egypt in old days used to believe in Islam as their oneness of God, but now modern Egypt, unlike the ancient Egypt and ancient Egypt, everything is different. In Egypt, there are 3 religions now, which are the Christians, also called Copts, and Jews, and Islam. Okay, 85 concerned with population. 85% to the 90% of the population take place by Muslims and okay. And in Egypt, 6% of the population is take place by Christian, and in Christian, 95% of more than 95% of Christians are the member of Coptic Orthodox Church of the Alexander, which is established by 1 century by Saint Mark. And about cultural shock, don't worry for that, guys, because if you in Egypt, if you have trouble, if you are in trouble, and everywhere, if you are in trouble, every family in Egypt will welcome you with one full hands whenever you are in trouble, and they'll also welcome you guys to come into their house. And that's the main point. FRED or freedom. In freedom, there won't be problem even whether you are Muslim, Christian, or Jew. They won't mind that because in Egypt, religion is endorsed by law, and you will not face problem because of you are Jews or Christians or Muslim. Okay, here is my part Jan, and from now I'll call my partner Cornelio, and he'll carry on with economy. Okay.
Hi everybody, I'm Cornelio. So I would like to introduce about the Egypt ecology. In 1971, after the World War II, the completion of the Aswan Highland has changed the situation of the Nile Valley because the ecology and agriculture is mainly based on the Nile Valley. So the main products of the Egypt are the paddy, vegetables, rice, corns, and animals such as sheep, cows, goats, etc. And gold, textile, chemical are also the products of the Egypt. Now the main trade countries are USA, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, and Saudi Arabia. Now I will conclude it. When you will travel to the Egypt, there's a main point. The biggest and the famous pyramid is the Giza pyramid, and you can get a camel trip to the Mount Serena and to the Giza pyramid with a camel. It's a camel trip, and you can also have the scuba diving and snorkeling at the Red Sea coastal. So thank you for your attention, and questions are welcome.
So any questions you can ask.
Questions are available now. Yes. Fire, please.
The military rule Egypt right now.
There's no president.
They overthrow the president.
Yeah.
How about languages of Egypt?
Arabic.
Arabic.
Arabic language.
They are all language.
Yeah, their own language is Egypt, but the official language is Arabic.
Is there any cold? Sorry? Is there any cold?
Cold season. It's not very cold
Yeah.
because it's a desert, desert country.
Any hot season.